Welcome back, students. Now we will see the scalene muscles. The scalene muscles attach proximally to the transverse processes of C3 to C7 and distally. The scalene muscles is of having three types of fibers. One is scalenes anterior, scalenes medius, and scalenes posterior. So all these scalene muscles are originating from the transverse processes of C3 to C7 and distally to the upper borders of the first rib and the second rib. So in the upper border of the first rib, the scalenes anterior and scalenes medius are attached. Scalenes anterior and scalenes medius are attached on the upper border of the first rib, whereas the scalenes posterior are attached on the upper border of the second rib. So this is attached. The scalenes posterior are attached to the upper border of the second rib. So this scalene muscles contribute to quiet respiration. The scalene muscles helps in quiet inspiration, specifically inspiration. The two important functions of scalenes are that they contract the downward pull of the parasternals. They will counteract, that means they will oppose the downward pull of the parasternals on the sternum. So these are the parasternals, here they are present. So this will the action of this parasternals are counteracted by this scalene muscles. So it is preventing the downward pull of the parasternals, and which helps in the expansion of the upper rib cage. Remember that. So it helps the expansion of the upper rib cage in AP diameter, in the anterior posterior dimensions. In AP dimensions, the scalene muscles helps to expand the upper rib cage in its AP dimensions. That means it helps in pump handle movements. So this is about the action of scalene muscles in quiet respiration. The scalene muscles mainly helps in quiet inspiration, and these muscles are getting attached proximally to the transverse processes of C3 to C7, and it is getting attached distally. The scalenes anterior and medius are attached on the upper border of the first rib, whereas the scalenes posterior is attached to the upper border of the second rib. Okay, and this mainly contribute in quiet inspiration, and the important function of the scalenes are to contract the downward pull of the parasternals on the sternum, and the next function is the expansion of the upper rib cage in the AP dimension, so which helps in pump handle movements. Okay, this is about the primary muscles of the rib cage, which helps in ventilation. Okay, in the next session we are going to see the accessory muscles.